Hello guys, welcome to the world of Vedic mathematics. Today you are going to learn square from 26 to 125 in few seconds. Yes, after this session you are able to calculate the square from 26 to 125 without your calculator and then faster than your calculator. Students, for that you must have the by heart knowledge of the 1 to 25 square. It's really very simple. If you do have a knowledge from 1 to 25 square, you could calculate the square from 26 to 125 easily in a fraction of a second. So, I am going to teach you how to calculate the square from 26 to 50 first. Okay, let's take first 26 to 50. So, we know the square of 50 is 2500. It's not a big deal. But what is the square of 49? If I write square of 49 is 2401, you may think I do have a perfect knowledge of this. No, I don't have a perfect knowledge of it. Yep, I don't have a perfect knowledge of it, but still I am able to calculate in fraction of second. How? What I did? How my mind works in order to calculate the square of 49. Look here, in the very first step, I took 50 as a base. 50 is my base. Okay, I am going to change the color of my pen. I took 50 as a base. So, since I took 50 as a base, it is a 50 which is a base number. I subtract number 50 from 49. Yeah, I subtract 50 from 49. Answer would be negative 1. And this difference, I subtracted this difference from 25. This gives me first two digit, that is 24. Remember it was 2401? Now, the difference was 1. What is the square of 1? Square of 1 is 1. But I put 2 filling the blanks and I do have a single digit. So, how could I write 1 in 2 digits? By placing 0 in front of 1. 1 could be read as 01. So, my square is 2401. So, I am going to teach you another example. I am going to give you another example, 48 square. So, what I did? 25 minus 2 and 04. Answer would be 2304. How I did it? Listen, it's very simple. Very first step. In the very first step, I am going to write the very first step for you. In the first step, I subtracted base from the number itself, that is negative 2. 48 minus 50 would be negative 2. After that, in the second step, I subtract this difference from 25. That would be 23. So this 23 is the first two digits. In order to get last two digits, I simply add the square of the difference, that is 04. So answer is 2304. Got it? Okay. Let's take another example of 47 square. So what is the difference between the base and the number? It is a 3. So I subtracted 3 from 25. It would be 22. Since it's 3, I write it like 09. 09. You can use your calculator. I know you are not able to do it faster than me, even by using calculator. But after few seconds, after few minutes, you will be also able to calculate all the number like this. So, what would be the square of 43? What is the square of 43? It's very simple. 43 square would be 1849. How we calculated it? We know, how my mind works when I calculated it. I am going to tell you. I subtracted 43 from the base, that is 50. It is negative 7. After that, I subtract negative 7 from 25. It would be 18. So, I got my first two digit number. So, difference since is 7. So, I write the square of 7 here. It becomes 49. Is it okay? So come on the next part. I am going to calculate the square of 39. So what is the square of 39? The square of 39 would be the... Students, here there is a problem is going to be generated. I am going to tell you what exactly is the problem. So when I am going to calculate the square of 39, in the very first step, I subtracted 39 from 50, it would be 11. So my difference is negative 11. I subtracted this negative 11 from 25, answer is 14. But when I calculate the square of 11, it is 121. Here the problem arises. 121 square of 11 is 121. It's a 3-digit number. I do have only 2 places. So I could write 2 1 here and I carry 1 here. So it becomes 1521. The square of 39 would be 1521. Let's take another example. Let's calculate the square of 35 by using this method. Otherwise, there is another method to calculate the square of 35, that would be 1225, very easily. But we will discuss it later. Now we are going to discuss only this way. So 35 square would be, how we are supposed to calculate it? First we are going to get the difference of 35 from its base, that is 50. It is negative 15. So negative 15, I subtract 25 and minus 15. I subtract negative 15 from 25. After that, what I got? First 2 digit, that is 10. After that, 15 square is 225. These are the last 2 digits. But 15 square is 225. I am supposed to write 25 here and only 2 is going to be shifted here. It will be 1225. It would be 1225. It's simple. Got it? So, students, now I am going to teach you the squares from 50 to 75. How we are going to calculate the square from 50 to 75? It would be simple. The same trick which we used to calculate the square from 26 to 50, the same trick which we are going to use to calculate the square from 51 to 75. So what would be the square of 51? Square of 51 would be the difference is in, because difference is 1, but here difference is positive 1. Difference between 51 and the base is positive 1. 51 negative 50 would be the positive 1. So we add that one, and since it is a positive, we are supposed to add it into 25. We got first 2 digits, that is 26. After that, in this 26, this 26 is the first 2 digits of the square. So what are the last 2 digits? For that, I am supposed to calculate the square of difference, that is 1 square would be 1. Again, it's a 1-digit number, so I am going to write it like a 0 and 1 in order to put it in the 2 digits. So my answer is 2601. It's simple. So now calculate 57 square. What would be the 57 square? 57 square would be 25 plus 7 would be 32 and square of 7 would be 49. It's simple. So how my mind works? Look here, if I am calculating 63 square, what I am going to do? Add 25 plus 13, that would be 38. After that, I know the square of 13 is 169. So 169, I write it down 69 and put 1 here. Answer is 3969. It's again simple. Got it? So now you can calculate the square up to 75 easily, I guess. So let's calculate the square of 74. What is the square of 74? Again, 25 plus 24 would be 49. But square of 24 is 576. So I am supposed to write 76 here and put the 5 as a carry. So my answer is 5476. It's simple. Now you can calculate the square up to 75 easily within the fractions of second. Now we are going to learn how to calculate the square from 76 to 125. So let's students learn the square from 76 to 125. Will it be difficult? No, it would be easier because here base would be the 100. Here base would be the 100. Since base would be the 100, it would be very simple. So for example, if I am going to calculate the square of 97, now I am supposed to calculate square of 97, and I know I took a base as 100. I took a base as 100. So now I know difference between the number and its base is -3. Now what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to subtract this -3 from the number itself only. That is 97 minus 3. This gives me the first two digits, that would be 94. What would be the last two digits? Last two digits would be the square of 3, that would be 09. Why 09? Because I do have a 2 place. So I write it as 09. I got last two digits. So what would the square of 93 square? 93 square would be 93 -7. Why? Because the difference between 93 and 100 would be -7. So when I subtracted 7 from 93, I got 86. These are the first two digits. And what is the square of 7? Square of 7 would be 49. So my answer is 8649. Got it, students? If you do have any type of doubts, you could ask me anytime. By mailing me or by other ways. Okay. I am going to tell you one more. Higher than 100. It would be the same. For example, if I want to calculate the square of 109. So, what is the difference between the base and the number itself? It is a positive 9. So, what I do? I add 9 into 109. By this, I get initial digits. That is 118. After that, for last two digits, I calculate the square of difference between the number and its base, that is 81. So my answer is 11881. So now you can calculate the square from 1 to 125 easily, very soon. So in the next class, I am going to tell you how to calculate the square from 125 to 1000. So wait for my next lecture.